say this real quick, man. What's good with y'all, man? It's crunch time. Hit the like as y'all join in. Real quick, I just want to let y'all know that Steph Curry is the greatest player in the NBA since Michael Jordan and Kobe. I throw Larry Bird in that realm as well. But, he was before them too. So, what I'm just saying is, man, we look at what the Warriors doing right now, ever since they got Jimmy Butler, who they said he was done in Miami. And just the fact that basically other players have more than that for their second option. But Steph is able to win all these games in a row and basically be projected now to go far in the playoffs. It just shows his greatness. He is basically the driving force behind the dynasty. He was the best player on 4 championship rings because we already know he's already proven that he's better than KD. So what that means is he's better. He's the best player on 4 championship rings. You said not a two-way player like the others? Well, he led the league in scoring and steals at the same time. At the same damn time. Is what he did. So when you talk about being a two-way player, that's what he did, though. But y'all never want to bring that up for whatever reason. Just look at his individual game as well. It's just so productive. It's so suitable to winning. They try to narrow him down to just being a shooter. But if you talk about being a shooter, you talking about being a good all-around basketball player. If you look at everything Steph is doing, he's a great all-around basketball player. I mean, he moves without the ball. He can pass. He's a great passer. He can finish with the best of them around the rim. And nobody can just tell how he does it. He just does it. You know what I'm saying? He does get after it and play defense. A lot of times people underestimate his defense, but he's locking up LeBron James in the NBA Finals. In the NBA Finals, LeBron James is 6 for 19 from the field when guarded by Steph Curry. But these are the things that they don't bring up. I believe that is below 40%. These are things they refuse to bring up, like literally won't talk about it. But but they love to talk about his defense, but they're not gonna bring that up though. So again, man, you got to look at this scenario. You said never made an all-defensive team. You got to look at the area you played in. You have to look at the area that he's played in. The last time LeBron James made an all-defensive team, I can't remember. But then, even without him making them all-defensive teams, y'all still move him up all the time just off of what he's done as far as going to the finals and stuff like that. So, obviously, defense hasn't been a major factor for this era. A dude like Jokic, who y'all say he's the greatest player from the 2020s, no defensive team. You know what I mean? But when it comes to Steph, we got to nitpick those things that we don't nitpick for everybody else. So you have to understand is that you said Kobe and MJ were great defenders. Well, I have them ahead of Steph. So you're not thinking of what I'm saying. You're just not thinking. You don't have a brain. But yeah, bro, it just, just want to tell y'all that because guess what? I got the Warriors, and I'm going to say it one more time. It's between the Warriors and the Memphis Grizzlies, who I have coming out of the West because of Memphis's big men. Stephen Curry still doesn't have any basically elite big man, which he's never had for any of his championships. You have Jimmy Butler as the second option. So, that is basically lesser than what everybody else has, except for maybe OKC. OKC team is so deep. I mean, they got elite big man, elite rim protection, and J-Dub and stuff like that. So their whole team is deep. When you think about a team like the Lakers, they got 2 top 10, top 5 players on one team. So LeBron, he got Luka Doncic. Both of them dudes better than Jimmy Butler. Steph always has lesser than his competition. He beat the most competition from this era. He beat KD and Russ, broke them up. He beat Damian Lillard a couple times. He beat James Harden and them. He beat Anthony Davis. He's beaten who did he beat also? He beat Jokic, right? Did he beat Jokic on that trip to the finals? I mean, what are we saying? So he beat all these superstars that other players can't beat. And then also, we look at LeBron from the East. He never really beat that many superstars in the East to go to the finals, and he had superstars on his team. So this is one of them situations that you got to really just look at and determine, like, you say Jokic with no Murray, But what's the color didn't have no KD. So you just got to determine who's really doing what. You know what I'm saying? So you said hyping up the hospital Nuggets here. Well, it's funny that you didn't respond to no other players that I said though, but it's fine. Again, people gonna hate on greatness. That's always gonna happen. Cause it's funny how you still haven't named me a superstar that LeBron beat in the East when he went to the final when he was going to the finals. So it's funny, right? Ain't that funny? You saying Anthony Davis and the sorry Pelicans? Well, how was they sorry if they was in the playoffs? That's a superstar. Again, Andrew, what superstar did LeBron beat to go to the finals? The only one I can think of at the top of my head is D Rose back in that year when LeBron had a super team and D Rose didn't have no stars. But when that was LeBron in that position, when he was going against the super team Celtics, when he was the MVP and won 60 games like Derrick Rose, they said it wasn't fair. So how is it fair for D Rose to win 60 games, win an MVP, but then he got to play a super team? You see how that worked? So Steph Curry was always taking this stuff down, and he beat LeBron James in the NBA Finals. You say you're too young to remember Bird and Magic. No, Blood, if you didn't hear when I first started the stream, I said I put Larry Bird right in that same tier. But he played before Mike and Kobe, so that's why I said since Mike and Kobe. But I got Larry Bird, Lily, Mike, Kobe, Larry Bird, Steph. But these dudes made dynasties, and that's my point. You said, do you consider DeMar as a superstar? No, I don't consider DeMar DeRozan a superstar. No way. No way, Jose. Even if you did consider him a superstar, even if you did, right? He's not better than James Harden, Dame, KD, Russ, AD. I can go on and on. Are the players that Steph Curry beat, Luka Doncic. So what I'm saying is it's better what Stephen Curry did because he didn't have a Kyrie Wade on his team, Kevin Love on his team. He didn't have no big men. LeBron got to have star big men and guards at the same time on one team. So when he's going to the he's going to the finals. You said, what about when LeBron beat Derrick Rose his first stint in Cleveland? D Rose wasn't a superstar yet. D Rose not a superstar. He was like a second season. You said this man had Kevin Durant for both of his championships. What are you talking about? He won 4 championships. Come on, sports here. You know better than that. He won 4 championships. And LeBron had D Wade for 2 of his championships. So it evens out. Really, D Wade is better than KD, though. So, it's one of them things, man. You just got to understand. And so I just want to go ahead and let y'all know that, bro. We ain't even going to debate this. Especially if he win this season. Everything y'all saying is null void. Everything else saying is null void. You said D Wade not better than KD. He definitely over KD all the time. I don't know what you're talking about. I have no idea what you're saying. But y'all let me know how y'all feel about this, man. Steph Curry, man, is that dude. And I got them winning. Listen, if they go to the finals, I got them winning, bro. Man, I got them winning the championship, bro. Think about that. They said no more ring. So think about that. Steph went through more adversity. You said, do you give Bron credit for beating that Indiana team? I never said Bron should have no credit for the stuff that he's done. I'm just saying Stephen Curry, what he's done is more impressive. Because yes, he beat that Indiana team, but what superstar was on that team? Paul George wasn't a superstar yet. And like I said, even if he was, you had D Wade and Bosh. So let's just compare it to when Steph beat a superstar without that. You know what I mean? When he beat superstars without having superstars on his team. And we have to give Steph more credit for that. You said Curry got carried by KD twice. Well, how did he get carried by KD if Steph led them in scoring? He led the team in scoring for the whole season and for the playoffs until the finals. That's what getting carried is. Like, come on, man. We don't got to do that. But then you're not going to say that D Wade was carrying LeBron when D Wade averaged 30 on Boston and then outplayed him in the NBA Finals. You're not going to say that. So if you're not going to be fair, we can't use that terminology and say somebody getting carried, bro. That's just not fair, bro. It's like you picking on Steph for the argument. You said, so do you think Steph is overall better than LeBron? Yes. He's an overall better player. The reason why y'all think that LeBron is better is because some of this other things he does on the court, but that's because he plays a small forward, and Stephen Curry is an undersized guard. So that's like saying Russell Westbrook or do you like Scottie Pippen is better than Steph, because they technically are doing a little bit more aspects. But it's about you. This is just about being the best at your position. You feel what I'm saying to you? Stephen Curry is not just a shooter. He's an off-ball player. He's a great finisher around the basket. He's an amazing passer. When you look at his passes, he getting after it on defense, playing the passing lane, getting up in people's chests. He's able to go ahead and actually motivate the team around him and get the crowd involved, be clutch, hit tough shots. This is NBA basketball. You said, let me ask you a question. Who's a better rebounder? I think LeBron a better rebounder. You know, but like I said, just because you're doing different aspects doesn't mean you're playing basketball better than somebody, because that can be a detriment too. So now we got to put Russ over Steph Curry because of all the triple doubles, right? No, that's not necessarily the right way to play. You know what I'm saying? It's just not. And also, man, I've seen Steph get a lot of rebounds from time to time. So is it more impressive for a smaller dude to get rebounds over a 6'9" dude who technically is more skilled? Because LeBron's supposed to be averaging 10, 11 rebounds. Y'all say he's the most athletic dude in history. Well, why ain't he having double-digit rebounds? Larry Bird can do it. In the physical 80s. You feel what I'm saying? He said Steph Curry was literally choking against Kawhi with Clay and Dre before KD saved him. Well, ain't that the same, what should I call it? Again, like, didn't LeBron lose to Kawhi Leonard, though? When he had D Wade and Chris Bosh? Right? He wasn't choking against them. They was about to win Game 6. The only time that LeBron beat Kawhi Leonard, it went to 7 games. But remember, Clay got hurt in Game 6. So that's like D Wade getting hurt in Game 6 against the Spurs. And that's a better version of Kawhi Leonard. That's a superstar version of Kawhi Leonard. Again, another factor is this. We've seen Steph Curry average 32 points in the NBA Finals and win Finals MVP when his second option wasn't averaging 20. We never seen LeBron do that. We haven't seen him do it. Because y'all favorite version of LeBron, y'all might say D Wade averaged 19. But LeBron averaged like 25, 26, 27. We seen Steph average 32 against the Boston super team. This is all facts. So he beat more competition than LeBron James. He made a dynasty, and he had less help than LeBron. Cut and dry, plain and simple. You know. You said LeBron led the series in every stat versus the Curry Finals. Well, it's two things. Just because you lead in every stat don't mean that you was the best player on the court. Because Jason Tatum did that, and he didn't get Finals MVP. He wasn't better than Jaylen Brown in that series. Secondly, when he beat Steph Curry in 2016, he had Kyrie Irving, who was a superstar on the court. And when he was and Kyrie Irving outplayed Steph Curry that series. So all that cushion that you have, Steph Curry doesn't have the same cushion. And now when he had KD, it was an even matchup. Because everybody says like even Draymond himself, who plays for the Warriors, he said Kyrie is who everybody think KD is. This is all fact. This is all going down in history in the documentaries. You can't erase this stuff. So it's at least even. Kyrie was averaging 32. So what are we talking about? LeBron is so stuck on the heliocentric Russell Westbrook type basketball, and it's just so corny, to be honest. Because he plays like that when he don't have help, and then when he does have help. Why are you playing like that in 2015 when your team got hurt? Well, then when Kyrie and Kevin Love come back, you still trying to play the same way. Nigga corny. He's a corny dude, bro. Corny player, corny dude. All that. And it's just facts. You know what I mean? I just can't respect it, man. You I just can never get behind it. Now you got Luka Doncic, so this is gonna be one of the final tests of both of their careers. You done had AD and Luka in the same season. So if Steph Curry win this year, when y'all said Jimmy Butler was done, y'all said the Warriors is done for. He still don't got no big man. If Steph Curry win this year, man, I'm not happy that Dallas got hurt, but I did want to see Steph win another one, and I couldn't. It's like you can't root for two people at the same time. So if Kyrie would have won, that take away from Steph winning. So I'm cool. I'm cool either way. Steph Curry go ahead and win that. Yazersky. He better be first ballot before LeBron in the Hall of Fame. They going to have to save his Hall of Fame speech for last, because you got to say the best for last, like they did with Michael Jordan. You know what I mean? This is all facts. Facts, you know what I'm saying? Straight up and down facts. I'm probably not going to be able to let people up on this one, because I can't get too loud. But, yeah, man, I just had to let y'all know that, bro. This season coming down is winding down. Again, they don't talk about Steph's longevity. He like 36, 37. Anybody be 37? Ain't. Things they don't want to talk about. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about this, man.